This is really the Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We go. We go. Sanas and chin. Sanas and chin. Chinny, 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 and sanananas. Chinny, 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 and sanananas. That's all I've come up with in the song. Oh, wow. Sorry, I was going to get into my song. Hey, guys, I'm okay. I'm all right. I
thought about you. The tornadoes in Oklahoma?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right. It was scary. It was scary.
I was thinking of you in that movie Twister.
Dude, Oklahoma, I joke around. They don't joke around about tornadoes, right? They don't.
So much damage.
They're dead serious about it. My first show Saturday was, sold out. My second show was 3/4 full, and I go, I thought we were going to sell out because that was the prediction.
Tornadoes.
And he goes, yeah, but there's a tornado watch, and I was like, what? And people stayed home. But I mean, they don't. It's not really. They don't have a sense of humor about it. It's real. And I said, why don't I just get a tornado proof house? And they go, that doesn't exist. No. You'd have to have missile proof walls and windows. Because
it'd have to be all steel and so low to the ground.
Yeah, because it takes shit and it whips it into you.
You ever seen the movie Twister?
I ain't.
They're recreating it.
Yeah.
It's where they chase tornadoes.
Did you see some of those videos of those giant tornadoes in Nebraska and Iowa? And they're in their cars. They're like, where are we going to go? It's like,
have you ever been in a tornado?
I've not.
Because even growing up in Colorado, I don't know. I don't think we're part of Tornado Alley. They call that whole area Tornado Alley.
Yeah.
And then as a kid, I remember the sirens going, woo. My dad get to the basement. And we'd go straight to the basement. Damn. And then we'd wait. And then the news would tell you it's okay. And we'd come out.
Yeah. For me, I got to my flight was at 7:40 in the morning.
I knew you weren't getting out.
Want to go see my kids right away. I'll wake up early. And, look, my flight's delayed by 9:15. I'll get a little more sleep. That's fine. 12:54. Delayed 12:54.
Keep it on.
And then I get there and I look at the guy and I go, what's going on? He goes, we don't know, but the crew timed out, so we're waiting for another plane. I went, see you later. I run over to Southwest. I spend way too much on a ticket. I go, just get me to LA.
You got to get back.
I got to get back.
They could tell you any price, and you're like, yeah.
Well, it was $700, but I got to get home. I got to get home.
Wait in the airport all day. Take all my money.
Oh, it gets better.
Whatever it takes.
That flight never left. I got a full refund on that flight. I'm walking. I'm in Vegas, and I have to wait till 3:30. And a woman on the thing. I'm just walking by the thing. She goes, looking for one volunteer. We have a flight that leaves in a half hour earlier. I go, what? I'll take that. She goes, yeah, it leaves in 40 minutes. You'd have to run up there. I go, okay. I'm in. She goes, we'll give you a $600 voucher and a full refund on the $700 ticket.
Out for
there you go.
I was like, I just made $1,000.
That's nice.
Yeah. Thank you, tornadoes.
So you kind of broke even. But those tornadoes, the planes can't do anything.
Yeah.
They can't fly into it. They can't get near it. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah. Had sat next to a very nice man who was legally blind, very nice man, but also loved to talk. And
because he can't see.
Yes, so he was talking and telling me stories that he's such a good guy, and he had actually funny stories, but he was laughing really hard at the stories.
He's laughing too loud.
His own stories,
kind of like Tucker Carlson.
Yes,
laughs at his own stuff.
Yes,
you're all. You're all.
That weird, yeah. Jesus. That weird. Yeah. This guy had a great laugh, but nice man. And then his son, he found out I was a comic, which is always a mistake, right? No kidding. What's your name? And then he texts his son, who's a comedy fan. And his son gives the guy my entire resume. And he's like, wow, my son loves you, blah, blah, blah. Now you're going to be, we got an hour we got 2 hours, sir.
That's why you just put the head, you go, oh, that's crazy, man. I'm listening up.
Well, he couldn't see me. So what I was doing was, I'm a bad person, but I was reading as he was talking. Nice guy, but I was just reading.
And he just kept going the whole time, the whole flight?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And then he's such a good guy. I finally said, I gotta, because he kind of noticed. He's like, yeah, anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. I go, no, it's okay. I've just got to read the script. I have to get this done. I just realized, but.
Did he go, that's a book, asshole?
No, he said, he goes, that thing is way bigger than I expected it.
Oh, no, did he do this? Is that a python?
Yeah. And I said, yeah, I'm
It
smuggling.
sure is.
I'm smuggling
I'm smuggling illegal pythons.
Yeah.
Go and get your hands wet.
It's a big old jungle snake.
Oh, give him a kiss.
It's a big old jungle
Give him
snake.
a wet, sloppy kiss.
Yeah. Wet sloppy.
Oh, you know what? It's actually a popsicle.
You know what's funny about when you get to be my age at 57 and you're talking to a guy who's probably 65, whatever it is,
And blind.
and then you say, and then he says, and I'm 55, so, and you go, oh, you're 2 years younger than me. So what do I look like?
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Because I said to my wife,
Man in the mirror.
I said to my wife something to the effect that I look younger than my age. And my wife goes, no, you don't. You look 57. You know that, right? And I went, hey, fucking, whoa.
You look good
Whoa.
for 57.
Yeah.
But no one's going to confuse you for 40.
She's going to an Alzheimer's benefit. And this morning she goes, I'm going to go because, I go, you know what? I don't have any fucking Alzheimer's in my family. So what do you mean?
You never know.
And then the other day she goes, what's the bummer is I was talking to my mom is like, I found this person. I found my person, but I'm going to have to say, she goes,
I'm going to say goodbye in 10 years.
She goes, but I'm ultimately going to have to say goodbye to him. I was like, hey, man.
These are facts.
What the fuck?
These are facts. Sounds like
Facts
she
are
woke
right.
up little grumpy pants.
She's just honest.
Little grumpy pants. Yeah, when you text me on Sunday, you're like awfully quiet this weekend. I knew the tornadoes.
Yeah.
And I just know.
Well, you hit me with that. You were like, how are those tornadoes treating you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've been there when that happened.
Yeah, they had to
Look at that.
They had to like rush off. I was doing a big casino during the middle of a tornado,
right.
And they had to run out, and then I still had to perform.
Dude, hey, what's going on with this tornado, this weather here, huh? And we have drizzle. We have a drizzle in LA and it ruins everybody's day.
Nightmare.
You guys have fucking, Armageddon. The Lord's finger.
Dude, nightmare.
Right?
Yeah, tornadoes.
And it cuts through, like a tornado will cut through like a surgical knife.
Oh,
It
yeah.
just look at
Picks
that.
up cows.
Oh, yeah, and takes their
homes,
skin off.
cars.
Look at that.
I'm telling you, watch the movie.
you
The
fucking
new
kidding?
Twister looks lit. I'm not into tornadoes really, but that new Twister movie.
Oh,
yeah, it
holy
just goes through the
shit.
houses. Oh, yeah.
Dude, what the fuck are we talking? How do you get attached to anything or anyone in your house?
Think about the cleanup crew. Think how long that takes to clean up.
Look at that. How do you even survive that? You just look at this. Wait. What the fuck?
You got to get low.
What?
Like in school, I remember in Denver, they used to have like tornado, like emergency classes. And if you were on the street and there's a tornado, you'd like lay in a gutter. I was like, I feel like I should just run from it. But
Yeah. National
They're
Weather
pretty
Service,
fast.
a government organization run by NASA, I believe. And everybody's like, oh, NASA's corrupt. Are they? They give you free fucking weather.
What about now?
If you're a farmer.
Oh, you're just saying the weather station?
Government isn't all bad.
Yeah, I was Friday. I was in Phoenix. Me and Tiger went to Phoenix to
right.
do some racing.
Do a little racing.
Because now they have cars. They're called. It's the 170 class for Tiger for kids,
Man.
7 8 year olds.
And is he doing it?
Oh yeah.
That's so cool.
So T, yeah, me and
You're
T
going to turn
did
him
it.
into a car nut.
He loves it. Loves it.
Yeah.
Boy, did Daddy fuck up though.
Got him into expensive cars?
He's always been in expensive cars because he's my kiddo. But racing is so expensive compared to other sports.
You need to be a land baron.
So expensive. I mean, at the kid level, we can figure it out. But if he gets older and likes it,
Oh, I had a guy, real quick about horses. We were talking about horses. He was a shoehorner, a shoe guy.
DM you?
He goes, let him know we make a lot more than $100,000 a year, which is true.
That's what I was telling you, though. He made over $100,000.
Yeah, they make a lot of money.
No, yep. So that guy DM'd me too. And then I had another guy DM me who works for an F1 team and goes, send Brian this. The minimum to do F1 racing, and not even at the highest level, is minimum 10 to 21 million a year.
What?
Yeah.
So that's what it costs to just run a
Just
car.
to go. Just to have a little fun.
That's different than putting on horseshoes, though.
Okay, but wait.
That's so different.
At what age is it the 10 to 21 million?
Well, if you want to be in Formula One.
That's for Formula One. Like to get involved.
So if
That's
you're
like
a
the top of the
team,
top, though.
you need a team. The whole team.
Okay.
Yeah, team cars, the maintenance, the mechanics. It's a fucking beast. Tires, it's nightmare. But yeah, me and Tiger went down there, and then my boy he has a race team. He has all the things set up. He teaches kids how to race. I rented a truck, drove from Phoenix to there. His house about an hour outside Phoenix. And then his racetrack's about an hour and a half away. So we load up the race cars, trucks. We drive there. We're there till night. We're there like 8 hours racing all day, just doing laps, nonstop practice. And he's teaching me and Tiger. We get done. We drive an hour and a half back from the racetrack. We're saying, bye, see ya. I'm like, see ya, man. It's 9:30 at night, 10 o'clock at night. And I go, see ya. Oh, fuck are my keys?
No.
And then it hit me. I'm like, oh, I left them on that other race car. I go, dude, you're going to hate me. He goes, what happened? I go, I left my rental keys back at the track. He's like, oh, everyone's so tired.
So you got to drive another hour and a half back?
I'm like, you got to, and it's already about 10 o'clock. Tiger's fast asleep. So I wake him up. We drive another hour and a half there. So it's like 11:30. She gets to about midnight. Then my hotel was 2 hours from there. So we got to bed around 3 a.m. I told T, I'm like,
I would have just said, I would have paid somebody to go to that track and get me my keys. I would have said, I'm going to give you $500 to get my fucking keys.
I'm with you. Usually I do the same. This guy, more money than you and me combined. Not even close.
Yeah.
So if I was like, hey, can you have somebody? He'd be like, what?
Couldn't you have had somebody there at the track drive him?
No, it's his track. We're the only ones on the track. He owns the track.
Oh, Jesus.
There was nobody.
So
it was also 10 o'clock at night on a Friday.
Back.
Yeah, I was like, can you give me a ride back?
Oh, no.
Hey, man, thanks for all the stuff. Can you give me a ride back? Hated me. I don't know if I have his back. B, let's take a little break, dude. Because UFC 301 in Brazil is this Saturday. It's in Rio, dude. Could it get any better? It can. When you get in on the action over at DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the UFC, it is a banger card. With the flyweight title on the line in your main event, Pantoja is back. He's in his home country in Brazil. Good luck betting against that dude. Our boy Shore, Mr. Jack Shore, is fighting as well. You get Anthony Smith. Both those guys are underdogs. If you're new to DraftKings, check this out. New customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use the code FIGHTER. That's code FIGHTER for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. May the 4th be with you. On Fight Night at DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Guys, if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER, or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467369. In Connecticut, help is also available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.co/MMA for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
90 minutes.
Oh, and Tiger was so exhausted.
And then he had to drive back.
T loves it, though. Stop at gas stations and shit. Yeah, he loves it. He loves the gas stations.
So tired.
He was exhausted, and he was supposed to have a home run derby on Saturday, and he missed it.
Yeah. What time did you wake up?
Our flight was at 8 a.m.
Oh, that's terrible. So he got no sleep.
0.
You're stunting your child's growth.
Yes.
Which is probably a good idea since he's the size of a 14-year-old.
Yes, he's massive.
Yeah, so, he could stand to...
But I told him, I said, Dad fucked up. You should have been in bed earlier. Dad fucked up.
That kind of stuff where you just, well, that's like I went to Greece. I've never done this. My buddy who's got all the money, he goes, come on a yacht, Greece, you and your lady. You won't touch, your wallet. It's all free. I go, I'm not going to say no to that, but getting me anywhere is like, but my wife is like, fuck you, we're going.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. So we're packed up, ready to go to Greece. It's exciting, get out of the Uber. I get there, we're going to go check in.
You have any idea, nothing?
I had my passport. I left my phone and my wallet in the Uber.
Oof.
And I had to go to Greece with nothing but, and I had just a passport. And that was...
You had your passport, though, but still.
I had my passport, but I had no money and I had nothing. But
speaking of trips, Speaking of trips, so you and I are going end of June to Alaska.
Are you coming?
Listen,
Yeah,
well,
baby.
hold on.
Well, okay,
Let me
go for it.
do the announcement, man, for you fucking ruining piece of shit.
Sorry.
I talked to them this morning in Lex.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, there's 6 spots on the boat. You guys are only using 4. We need 2 more. And I said, well, our producer, Chin, loves murdering fish. His audience is actually knows that he's a fisher. It'd be great content if Chin came along. They said, he's coming.
Chin?
All expense
have a great
paid.
time,
Chin's
guys.
coming.
That's going to be a blast.
I cannot. That's my dream come true. I've always wanted to go to Alaska. That was
Really?
my biggest dream as far as like traveling.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it's
thank you,
happening,
guys.
dude.
Appreciate it.
One thing about Brendan and I, we are outdoors guys. We are fishermen.
Well,
One
you're
thing
a
about Brendan and
hunter.
I is we love the old sea, too. We like to really...
Why you hunt, though? You are a hunter.
I hunt,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, hold on. He's been hunting.
There is a distinction.
I played basketball last weekend. I don't refer to myself as a basketball player.
All right.
Been hunting. Been hunting over 4 times. And
Oh,
You're a
yeah.
hunter.
listen,
There you go.
You're pro
Right?
at this point.
You know what I mean?
Steve Ranella.
I mean, I track animals.
Sure.
And as long as I have plenty of gear and plenty of guides, I can, I'll shoot a deer.
All day.
You know what I'm saying?
But Chin's coming to Alaska.
That's really cool.
Dream come true. So
We're
thank
going
you,
the
guys.
25th to the 29th.
I don't know.
Excited.
We'll figure it out.
We're gonna have a great fucking time. Chin, you have
What
to
if we
bring
bring-
cameras and recording.
I mean, I'll do some B-roll stuff, but I want to just enjoy.
No, we have a guy there, Brian.
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, hilarious. You thought you knew what to do.
No, what do you mean?
Oh, no,
do
we
you-
have a guy for that.
Who?
The staff.
Really?
Chin's there to relax and
So
kill
we have
fish.
somebody who's gonna shoot stuff and
We got Marcus that's coming up. Mark's
Mark's
coming. Yeah,
Mark's
yeah.
coming. All right.
job.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then we'll be able to do a little podcast maybe from there.
I mean, we can.
Hey.
Canada podcast.
One thing at a time. Let's
We
just
could,
get
we
through
could.
it. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Canada podcast.
Just go have fun.
Yeah. Quit thinking about all this bullshit.
Yeah, let me enjoy, Bri.
Yeah. Like we don't have to bring
Guys,
all
I'm
this
just
equipment
saying.
and stuff.
On the boat, wind whistling. Got ourselves a salmon,
That's all we need.
right?
We'll be able to. Yeah, we'll get good video content.
Yeah, and I'll
stuff like
definitely
that.
Chin,
help
what
out
are you
no matter
looking to
what.
catch?
Dude, halibut, salmon, whatever they have. Yeah.
Hey, what if if we rewind this, Jim be like, "Oh, it's my dream. I can't wait," and we get there and he gets eaten by a grizzly bear.
Stop it.
Or
Ass first.
or the boat goes sinks, and we go. You got about 10 minutes in that water. 10 minutes
Not in the summer.
before you. Oh yeah. Oh,
Even the summer it's
is it
freezing?
summer though,
oh,
or
that's
isn't
adorable.
it flip?
The North Atlantic. Look at me.
Bring it up, Jen.
Yeah.
What's the
Temperature
weather?
of water in Alaska,
You got
end of June.
Yeah, you got about 10 minutes. And what'll happen?
no, I've seen
is-
Titanic.
And then we'll just die and we'll go like this. Look, it'll be like this. Hey,
What is that?
hey,
I can't
man.
even tell what the hell this means.
Oh my God, 35 degrees. So get into a
Well,
so
no,
cold.
that's January. It's
No, June.
It's,
5.8. What? Celsius 5.8.
no, so
Yeah.
so we're in America, so we deal with Fahrenheit, right? So it says 44 and 50.
Yeah.
50 is not bad.
44 is so cold. And what
44 is
happens
cold.
You would go into your body cramps up and you go into. But anyway, I'd look at you and go like this. I go, Chin, right? We had a good run. We had a good run. It would
gonna-
cut right through me though because I'm
I'm gonna
skinny.
eat Chin
You'd
first.
last.
Chin, hold on, go down. Go on the little tabs there. Put is Alaska? Yeah, click on that. Water temperature only stay below 60.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not terrible.
That's not bad at all.
So
man.
You're not gonna
out
die in
until
that.
you get way out.
Yeah, you're not gonna die in that.
We're good. We're not gonna get hypothermia then.
No, 60.
You swim in Alaska in June. Bring that up. No, the top one. There it is. On warm summer days, you can swim from many of its beaches, although it's better to have backup activities in mind if you're not used to cool water.
But do you guys want to swim though? I don't want to swim
No.
at all.
No.
No, but the point is, if the boat capsizes, we'll
Yeah.
be fine. We're not gonna die.
Yeah.
60.
We don't have a lot of time.
You're just gonna give up.
Yeah.
Just sink to the bottom.
See you later.
Like
just gonna
he
faint.
died pneumonia. Like they're like it was 75 degrees though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Chin's coming though.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, man, guys. Anyway, I'm safe. We'll have to button it up. I'm safe from the tornadoes. Whew, yeah.
You're going back to tornadoes. Man?
I've been sleeping too much, and what I do is I sleep in a separate room from my wife because
Is it baby?
my 29-day-old, My 30-day-old baby.
It's only 30 days?
Yeah, sleep terrorist. Well,
every 2 hours, right? Every 2 hours?
Yeah, that's
even
no.
less?
No, because when you feed him, then his stomach is like, oh, my stomach hurts. My stomach. It's just a constant. She's up all night. And I go, I'm gonna sleep in the other room, but if I'll be over there if you need me. I'll be
Need anything, let me know.
I'll be in deep REM sleep if you need me. You feed him every 2 hours and also deal with his tummy ache and then deal with him going,
Is she breastfeeding or are you guys doing
she
formula?
breastfeeds the fuck out.
Oof. Yeah. That's a beast.
Yeah.
How was the concert when I was in Vegas?
It was good. It was good. I went to Sick New World. Some of my friends' bands were playing, so we just went out to support.
Oh, it's like a festival?
Yeah, well, like a one-day thing.
Because isn't Coachella, or not Coachella?
It was Stagecoach this weekend, too.
Out there? Where's Stagecoach is here, though, right?
That's in Palm Springs area, but I
so
saw...
similar to Coachella? Like same area?
Yeah, they're on the same grounds.
Oh, word.
But I saw Jelly's wife, Bunny. She was at Sick New World.
And not Stagecoach?
I
Because
think
Jelly was there.
performed the first night.
Yeah.
Because this was Saturday, and I saw her by Motionless in White. She's a big fan of theirs, so it was pretty cool.
Chris went to Stagecoach.
Oh, it's so
He
hilarious.
sent me a picture. I was like, what the fuck
Delia,
are you doing
Delia
there?
sent me pictures of him in a cowboy hat with no shirt on,
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah. He's like, he goes, I'm at Stagecoach, guys. I was like, all right.
Fuck off. What's that?
It does look
Mighty
fun. That's definitely more my vibe. There he is with the cowboy hat.
Now, these are now my people. I'm a country guy. I'm at Stagecoach for the whole weekend.
These are now
So funny, man.
Which is weird. He doesn't listen to music. He doesn't
I
like
love
music.
Cowboy Chris.
Would you go to Stagecoach?
What'd you say?
Would you go?
What did you say to me? No.
No.
No, I'm an old guy, and even when I was young, I wouldn't go to Stagecoach. I don't like large
Crowds?
groups.
Nah. I don't like the
always waiting for
hassle,
some shit
getting
to
in,
happen.
all that shit.
Yeah,
I don't like getting in.
It's so terrible what happened in in Vegas in that country music
yeah,
festival.
horrible.
But my question is, like, when I see that, I go, I'm so surprised that doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's all I'm thinking about in this. I don't like
Yeah,
parades.
I don't like any of it.
No.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of people.
I also don't like the hassle.
I found the UFC very stressful. Just going there.
the when you went?
Yeah.
In the large group.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, in an effort not to sound like bougie. I mean, I'm older, right? We've been in the music scene for so long now that, like, when we go, we have, like, the backstage thing. There are trams.
That's the way
You're
to
not
go.
walking. I mean, you can't be in, like, Gen Pop and be 5'2" like me. Like, you're just, if something goes wrong, like, you're
Yeah.
not going to make it
You're
out.
getting
Do kids
crushed.
still do the mosh pits?
Oh, yeah. The circle pits were all over this weekend. System of a Down was one of the headliners. They were losing it for them.
Man, I feel like you could go into a mosh pit and clear house. That'd be fun.
Jason Momoa is always in those mosh pits.
Is he?
Always. I saw him at a Metallica show in the snake pit, just ripping it.
Really?
Metallica
Yeah,
would be
super
Like,
nice
when you're
guy.
a big guy like that, you can handle it if you got
Yeah,
some
but
Samoa.
people, when they see him in there, they're always doing like a double take, like,
Like, is that Aquaman? In the mosh pit?
Yeah.
I'd love to see you in the mosh pit.
Me?
Yeah.
I tried once, dude. I tried.
No, I'm
to
saying
eat
at
once,
57.
and I got my fucking nose almost broken.
Yeah. It's intense.
Oh God.
But I didn't know if it was still a thing.
oh yeah.
No, because they're too big. The people are just big, and they're guys like you are just
Not really. It's kind of, especially in that
A
scene.
lot of them skinny, like skater
Yeah.
kids. But there's some. All it takes is this giant guy went like that with his elbow and caught me in the nose. I was like, "Fuck."
Have you ever been in a mosh pit, Chin?
Of course, I was in the middle before. Like, well, I'm still in the middle, but yeah. And I was big, and they still tossed me aside. Like, I hit a
yeah.
speaker, I fell down. It gets crazy.
But there's rules to mosh pits, right? Like if someone
they're friendly,
falls
yeah. They'll
down,
pick you
get
up, yeah. It's all about
Yeah.
friendliness, yeah.
Friendly.
But they want to hit you and just go crazy.
Not me, man.
Yeah, but at the
It's a
same
weird
time, when you
thing.
see like a small girl, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, why would you hit a?
She's raging.
Like, but get out of here, bro.
She's probably on drugs.
You're
and-
the one who's going to get hit. They're going to stop the show. Like, that happened during Bring Me the Horizon. Some girl was in the middle. She got knocked out.
Of course.
They have to stop the whole show.
Yeah.
Now, is it all fair game? Like if somebody just fucking wails away on some girl because she agreed to mosh pit, is it fair
Well, I
game?
just think what happens in that situation.
You guys like mosh pit, fuck bitch.
is you kind of move back. She bumps into a guy like yours back, her head goes boom and into another head, and then she's out. That's
But
what
it's just,
happens.
it looks like chaos, and there's just anarchy.
It is
And
chaos.
the next thing you know, boom, bitch.
Bring up some video of mosh pits because you can see like
You don't
what happens.
punch though. You kind of like
You elbow
Like
though.
windmill, there's like moves. There's the windmill.
until
there's
somebody's
the
on
two-step.
Just type in craziest mosh pit ever.
That's gonna show the
No.
worst thing.
That's what I want to see.
They're called circle pits now, though.
Oh, they quit calling mosh pits?
Yeah.
Oh, that one right
the
there.
top one?
No, get the greatest.
Oh, no, I see
that
totally
guy,
dangerous mosh pits.
that
This?
right there. I saw this one.
Okay. I don't know if we can show the audience because it's YouTube.
All they're doing is passing her around. That's
That's
fine.
crowd surfing.
That's fine.
I don't know if you want to do that in that skirt.
I know.
He's going, bring her hair.
Oh, here we go. No, now he's clearing it out. Now he's clearing it out.
Oh,
now we're gonna get
Separating
ourselves
like
a mosh pit.
yeah, it's almost like a kickoff in football.
Yeah, now we're gonna have ourselves a mosh pit.
Now you got
bro.
some room.
Who is this?
The
Okay.
Limp Bizkit mosh pit of Woodstock '99 was like a wild.
I've seen that one.
Why?
I would rage some limp.
Now here we go. Here,
I love
here
me
we go.
some
Here are
Limp
the boys.
Bizkit.
Oh,
boys,
yeah, that's crazy.
Now that's a
Oh,
fucking.
that's a
Get out of here.
oh, that's a scene from the show Game of Thrones.
Look at this, dude.
That's when they
Look at this
fucking-
shit.
But
Yeah,
if
but
you
see, no
get-
one's punching though.
If
They're
you
just
get
like
trampled though,
running into each other.
I love the diversity, man. It's just
Just a bunch of
just a
white
bunch
guys.
of different.
Yeah, it's like the
colored
United
people
Nations
coming together,
It's like
man.
the United Nations. It's
Dude,
like a fucking.
could there be a
meat
wider
mash.
thing than mosh pits?
A meat mash. It's actually a northern. I feel like it's a northern European, like Scandinavian in its origins, because they have a tradition of that. They have a tradition of it though. Have you ever seen the Icelandic war chant that all of them do?
Oh, did you make
Have you
mosh
seen
pits
it?
boring?
Have you seen it? That's not boring.
What?
That's not boring. Have you seen? Watch this.
People running into each other?
Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. No. Have you seen this? This is
Holy
where it comes
shit,
from.
that's a lot of people.
Watch this. Play this.
We can't play it on.
I know.
air,
Just
but-
watch. Let's take a little break. You know that sperm counts are dropping worldwide, and they don't know why.
Not yours, buddy.
Not me. I
Not
pack
yours.
heat. But if you're not me, the average man is only half as fertile as his grandfather was. Scientists think that's due to a variety of factors, whatever. Obesity, diet, pollution. 1 in 10 men have a low sperm count. 1 in 6 couples will experience infertility. 50% of those cases are attributable to sperm. And so it's kind of like a sperm crisis.
Yeah, experts say we're facing a cum crisis.
Listen, man, you gotta get legacy. That's what's going on. Okay, by age 45, men have 6 times the risk of infertility or producing a child with birth defects or neurological issues such as autism.
Dude, it says on here, it says TRT can actually lower or stop sperm production.
Mm-hmm.
It can reduce a man's cum count to 0 within 6 weeks.
That's right.
Facts.
Please don't say come, all right?
Facts.
Yeah, all right. Legacy
happened to your
provides
boy
sperm
here?
testing and freezing from home, eliminating the need for visits to a doctor or traditional fertility clinic. All right. Here's how it works. Legacy sends a sample collection kit to a client's home. Men produce a semen sample at home and send the kit back within 24 hours.
You know how much better that is than going to the hospital or to the clinic and then
Oh,
having some
God.
dude hand you a brown paper bag?
Yeah,
and
that's
then goes,
not good.
go in there.
You've been there.
Oh, yeah, many of times.
Yep.
And then you got to jack off to
Yep.
this old school VHS porn
Just say
and then hand
masturbate.
the guy the bag and he goes, all right, man, have a good day. Like, I guess.
Yeah, the kit. Yeah, here you go. Here's my load.
God.
The kit contains transport media that keeps the sperm sample fresh until it arrives at the lab. The sample is analyzed at a lab, and sperm health results, 5 industry standard metrics of sperm quality, the same provided by a traditional fertility clinic. Blah blah blah. The point is, you can freeze your sperm. It's got several partnerships with military groups, including the Navy SEALs, Green Berets, and Operation Baby.
Legacy offers a variety storage plan ranging from 1 to 25 years for the cost of a few cups of coffee a month. So it's time to take your future in your own hands. Testing and freezing your youngest, healthiest sperm keeps all your future options open. Legacy offers sperm testing and freezing. You can do 100% from home. To see if sperm testing and freezing is right for you, visit legacy.com. Use the promo code FIGHTER. You get 10% off. That's Give Legacy, Give, legacy.com, promo code FIGHTER. So this is just a clap. We know this, right?
Yeah, but watch. It's kind of cool. This is like this war shit that they do, and then they go crazy usually. Not in this one. It's kind of cool. Look at how fucking unison that is. Too bad you guys can't see it. But
it's just a crowd clapping. How the fuck is this compared to Mosh Pits?
That's where a lot of it started. A lot of those fucking
Jim,
metal
type
bands
in where
Europe.
did Mosh Pits start?
It started in the punk rock scene.
Yes, which is
in Europe, in England. That's where it started.
Like old
the
punk
British, the Scots, the Highlanders, violent shit, man.
Okay, originated in Southern California, Huntington Beach, Long Beach.
That makes sense too.
And then it spread to DC, Boston, New York. You're close.
Yeah. But I think it probably but then there was the punk rock scene like Sex Pistols and stuff in the 70s. That was pretty those concerts were pretty crazy.
Yeah, but this says it originated in California. It's an American thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been going to shows since I was 16, and I've seen so many of these things, and they just get progressively more aggressive.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
So I was friends with the lead singer of the Cro-Mags.
Okay.
Right? So John Joseph's is a really good old friend of mine. And I would go to those concerts in DC and in fucking New York at L'Amour's in Brooklyn. Let me tell you something. Holy fucking shit. That was the craziest shit I've ever seen. There he is. It's my boy.
Wild.
Yeah. John had tattoos like that back in the 80s. He grew up, they called him Mighty Whitey in jail. He grew up in fucking, he grew up basically on the streets, and such a good person. Such a good motherfucker.
Mighty Whitey.
His dad was a pro boxer and got put in jail for beating up his mom, and it's all in his book. But crazy.
There's some tits on him, that pic.
Yeah, he was fucking
Jack.
feared on the Lower East Side. I'll tell you that much. Back in the day.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Who thought? I guess you're just so into the music that running into each other's like just the thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a rebellion. It's more like it's probably more like a fuck you. Like it's basically like we're gonna. I don't know. I never got it.
I will tell you.
I never got the music either.
One of the most amazing things I saw this weekend was Danny Elfman he had a pretty good set time.
Yeah.
He's 70 years old.
Yeah.
No shirt, ripped.
Really? Danny Elfman?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are we talking about Danny Elfman who does the movies?
Yes.
Danny
The
Elfman
scores
is
on the movies?
producer for every Tim Burton movie.
Yeah,
Big
that's my
Tim
guy.
Burton nerd. Look at this
What?
photo of him.
His son, Bodie Elfman's an actor.
Ripped.
Wait, that is crazy.
I don't know what TRT,
He's
TSTs
70?
he's on, but
He's 70?
That's
70.
I didn't know Danny Elfman looked like that. First
he's
of
like
all,
a better looking
Me
carrot
neither.
top.
I thought he looked like Tim Burton.
What? That's Danny Elfman.
And people love his stuff still, dude. Like,
Oh, he's
What music
so
does he
talented.
play?
he was playing like Oinga Boinga songs, a lot of those.
The what?
Oinga Boinga.
Oh, that's
That was his
crazy
thing.
that at 70 he's like that.
But he also composed Edward Scissorhands too.
And
I
He's
know.
my
Tim
favorite.
Burton.
He's
I
my
know
favorite band.
anything Tim Burton
Anything
he does.
Tim Burton is him.
He's massive.
Yeah, and
That
I mean,
is fucking
he had a
nuts.
really good time slot. People were losing it for him. Main stage.
I had
70?
no idea.
70-year-old man.
Wow.
That's so impressive.
I had no clue.
That is so fucking impressive.
I did not know Danny Elfman looked like that. Wouldn't want him to bite you.
Right. That would
Rolls
leave
with a
mark.
huge crew.
They'd know who did bite you though. They'd be like, this is a Danny Elfman bite.
Yeah.
They'd know right away.
Or Mako Shark.
Those are impressive teeth. Yeah. Well, by the haphazard pattern here, there it is.
Just saying.
Damn, he's 70. Wow. Just doing the damn thing.
You can do it.
Was he
too,
always
bro.
this way? Was he always kind of a punk rocker sort of guy, or
I had no clue. I thought he just did the scores for movies.
he knows his music?
You didn't listen to any Oinga Boinga?
I don't know what you keep saying it. I don't know what it is.
that song Weird
that's
Science
Danny
from Metal
Elfman
Show.
Weird Science.
Yeah.
Dun,
Or
dun.
what's the other one? Like, I like little girls. They make. I don't want to sing that one.
Which one?
I don't want to sing that one.
That sounds weird.
Go
It's a big one of
boingo.
their songs. Dead Man's Party. There's another one.
I don't. I know Weird Science.
Weird Science I know too. I don't even know much about Oingo Boingo.
He wrote Weird Science.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not familiar with his music.
I mean, we can play a couple if you guys want, but we just
Yeah,
can't
might as
put it
well.
on. All
Hit
right.
it.
I'm gonna hit the greatest hits real quick.
Well, thank God you made it through those tornadoes, buddy.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't, you would have missed this massive interview
Yes.
with our brother from another mother, who's a pretty good pitcher.
Trevor
Won a Cy
Bauer.
Young.
Trevor Bauer, Cy
won a
Young
Cy
winner.
Young.
Yeah.
He's an all-star.
Treated very unfairly.
He is. We want to catch up with Trevor Bauer. He's in Mexico. He's playing for a team in Mexico right now.
Yep.
And
a good team in Mexico, but he's looking to get back in the league. And if you've been following anything, and he'll explain it with Trevor Bauer,
it's wild.
You want to talk about being railroaded. You want to be talk about being defrauded and taken advantage of and extorted by two women who were looking to make a lot of money off him by fabricating stories.
And still the MLB won't sign him, which is wild. So we need to get his story out there. So enjoy this interview with the one, the only Trevor Bauer. Huge fan, brother.
Appreciate it. Watch you guys all the time. So thanks for having me on.
My son plays, he's on travel ball. He's 8 and he's a pitcher as well. And he loves watching videos, and we usually show him about 5 pitchers, and you're one of the 5, man. He's a huge fan.
I appreciate that. Tell him hi for me.
Yes, sir. You know, he's he grew up in North Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hollywood
we were just
boy.
talking about that.
Real LA cat.
Valencia.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. How tall are you, Trevor?
Listed at 6'1". I'm like 6 foot half inch.
Oh, okay. I thought you were taller than that. Take your shirt off. Let me see what you're working with.
It's tough right now. The food's good here in Mexico City, but it's not exactly on my diet plan. So
how's life in Mexico City?
It's good. It's good. I'm like I was telling Brian, I'm enjoying the food. Altitude is kicking my ass a little bit, but a lot of culture here. So it's pretty cool to see, and the fans have been great. Stadium's been great. So it's been fun so far.
Is it pretty packed? Are the stadiums pretty packed?
So it depends. In Mexico City, the team I'm with, the Diablos, they pack the stadium out pretty good. It's like a very good AAA stadium or like smaller big league stadium. So pretty legit. Some of the road stadiums are, maybe seat 4,000 or 5,000 and aren't full all the time. So it just depends on where you're at.
And how's the competition out there in Mexico? I mean, obviously compared to the major leagues, it has to be a little different, but I'm sure it's good ball.
Yeah. So they this year they changed the league rules where you're allowed to have 20 foreign players. Last year is I think 6. So there's a lot of foreign players in the league, and so the level of the league has risen quite a bit because we're getting players from Dominican, Puerto Rico, United States, Japan, like all over the place. The team I'm on, probably like AAA, like would be very competitive in a AAA level. Would probably beat a couple big league teams in a 3-game series here and there. We'd have a chance anyway. Mm-hmm. So it's a good league. Competition's there.
So Trevor, it's unbelievable to me because right now we've seen that the 2 people that brought these allegations are complete and total frauds. And that's been proven in courts of law. There has been 0 civil or criminal merit to any of these allegations. And that has been proven over and over without a shadow of a doubt. You make these videos, I'm watching this thing, this woman has done this to 10 other men. She's caught red-handed being extorting you, downright just absolute fraud where she's actually, they convened a grand jury and she's now facing trial. Your first accuser would put makeup on to essentially fake whatever it was, all these marks. So you're a Cy Young winner. I mean, it's been 3.5 years. And you would think, with all the injuries that all these teams are facing, you'd think somebody would say, hey, dude, this has obviously been proven to be a sham. You got railroaded. You were lied about maliciously, for profit, extorted. You never paid a dime. You stood your ground. You sat here in purgatory. Come on back. Come on back.
I think one of the issues, before you answer, Trevor, one of the issues that I find myself defending you all the time is the media. Obviously when this stuff first came out, everyone covered it. It was everywhere. Then now that you've proven yourself innocent, and we have you've gone through all the steps that you have to go through, and you're doing your thing out in Mexico, they're not covering it with the same energy that they covered when the story broke.
What a surprise.
So it's like the narrative, we know it, and there's people that follow it know it, but as far as like ESPN and all these outlets, it's like, why aren't we covering it with the same energy that you guys had when you wanted to tear this man down? Now that he's gone through the process you guys want him to go through. They found nothing. The dude's innocent. Cy Young winner. You fucking ruined this dude's life to a certain extent. Why isn't this out there on the national scene? And I think that's why, to answer the question, I think that's why teams are a little hesitant. Because anyone that looks into it is going to be like, yeah, of course he should.
It's been viewed
this is insane.
Million times.
He should be playing.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. We're on a rant.
We're a little heated. We're heated for you.
We should probably let Trevor talk.
Yeah, let's let you talk because we're both heated.
Yeah, I'm there with you guys. It's been long 3 years, so I had to kind of find a way to navigate this for myself. But yeah, it's BS. You know, the initial click is super easy to get. You post a bunch of stuff out there and no one takes time to think about, well, is this true? They just take an allegation and they write about it everywhere. So the damage is done before you have a chance to even put any information out or have any due process. And then when it's, you know, when it turns out that the allegations are all complete frauds, like, no one wants to go back and admit that they're wrong. No one wants to cover it. It's not nearly as newsworthy because it's now old news. It's yeah. So my reputation takes a hit, and I never get a chance to reclaim that over. You know, I guess the state of Arizona thinks that I was a victim in this.
You were a victim. You were a victim. And what people don't realize when they don't make a stand and when they don't write about this, what they don't realize is that they're next. Everybody can be next. Because now you have a situation where somebody can tell a story about you and all you can do is post a statement and watch your entire career go away. I'm a little familiar with this.
But for those outlets, like my argument, not even argument, if I were to get in their ear, it's like, no, it's not that you guys were wrong. You guys were reporting a story that you got from whatever, you know, Pasadena law, police, whatever. That's fine. You report a story. Turns out that was fake. So report that. It's not an ego thing. You guys weren't wrong. You guys were reporting the facts you were given at the time. Right. Turns out those weren't real. That's what we need reported.
Yeah, for sure. And it'd be nice. Again, those wouldn't get nearly as much visibility. They wouldn't spread nearly as much because that's just not as sensationalized as the initial reaction. So, you know, I own a media company. I understand the, current events do really well and get a lot of clicks and, the clickbait story and an interesting title. Like, I get it all. I'm sure you guys get it too, being in the digital space. But there's a larger societal thing here at play, in my opinion. Like, people's lives and reputations and ability to go to work being taken away based on something that was said with no proof. Every single institution that we use as a country to determine if someone is innocent or guilty, judges and courts and due process and subpoenas and civil suits, whatever, the whole entire process that we've selected and we've used as a country for however long now, hundreds of years, like, they've all found me innocent. They found absolutely nothing here. And they've in fact found that the other people were the criminal in one case or allegedly. At what point does someone who's falsely accused get to go back? Because my reputation's taken a big hit. I've lost 3 years of my career now. About 3 years of my career in my prime. I was making $42.5 million when I was accused. Now I'm making zero because I can't go back to work. So, like, where is the? Well, if I played for 10 more years, that's $300 to $400 million, and who
probably
knows
more now with the contracts. Yeah, probably now. Yeah, probably more now with the contracts. The way things are going.
But Trevor, isn't there some recourse you have now that you've been found innocent? When the Dodgers or someone releases you, that's under.
Baseball has a union.
Yeah,
like does the baseball union fight for you in this instance, or do they have any kind of control?
They don't have any sort of control. I mean, they can come out and they can make a statement. They can, but they don't control what MLB does. And really, like the recourse here globally, not just talking about with MLB, but the recourse is, okay, you sue someone for defamation or you file lawsuits. But the problem with that is when the people that are accusing you have no assets, have no money, they don't have a job, they have nothing to lose. I go spend however much money filing a lawsuit and another year or 2 years of my life thinking about it, mired in the same swamp, all to win and get absolutely nothing. So I spend millions of dollars and
that's right.
Get nothing for it.
I think there's even a bigger issue where you, as soon as you were found innocent, as soon as these facts were out there, there should have been 20 teams, MLB teams, at your freaking doorstep begging you to sign with them. But because of society and the pressure from society and cancel culture, these teams, for whatever reason, don't want to take a guy like you on who's insanely talented. You know, good luck finding another Trevor Bauer right now in the MLB. So it's not a thing where you're not talented, like a Colin Kaepernick. I can argue that all day. When it comes to Trevor Bauer, there's no argument that you can play in the league and be super successful, if not dominant. So it's really a society problem where these owners of the team are scared to sign someone like you.
They're scared of the radical left.
Well, they're scared of the blowback.
Feminists.
And this would be my question for them. What blowback? Who the F is going to protest? Oh, what's the protest?
Right.
What are we upset about? He went through the steps. We did it. He signed to insert fucking major league team. He's now their star fucking pitcher. What's the issue?
I agree.
So they need to just man up.
Women should also be stepping up. Like people who have been victims of this for real should be stepping up for you. Everybody should be stepping up for you and saying, hey, this is what discredits real victims. This kind of behavior, this kind of self-serving, psychotic behavior.
But I'll go a step further. Like even Mookie Betts, one of the best players to ever step on a freaking field, on a diamond. Your boy, star of the Dodgers. There's Ohtani, there's Mookie Betts. That's it. That's the big boys. Mookie Betts, like one of the best players I ever played with. Great guy. He should be on a team. That's outside my control.
Yep.
Like even the players, like it makes no sense.
No.
And behind the scenes, I have texts like that from tens of players.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't count. DMs, former players, current players, coaching staff, managers, pitching coaches, bench coaches, bullpen coaches.
That makes me even more.
Not a single team that we've talked to has said anything about the on-field ability. They all agree that I'd be at worst a number 2 in their rotation.
Yeah.
It's not a baseball discussion. I have people like, we'd sign you in a heartbeat, but the owners, it's a no. I mean, we've gone to some teams. Some teams have said the excuses are wild. We don't have the budget for it. I'm asking for minimum. You have to pay the spot anyway. Like you're literally paying someone the exact same amount. It's just a roster spot. You pay me 0 incremental dollars. We have teams that have that are the worst teams in the league. That say, oh, it's not a fit for us. Like what? A good player that can help you win a game. You could put fans in the stands. It's not a fit for you guys.
They're just scared. But my question for them is scared of what?
Cowardice.
Like, are you familiar with Matt Araiza?
Yeah, that situation's worse than mine. That dude wasn't even fucking there.
Yeah, exactly. And he's a young kid, right? So, they call him the punt god. And granted, he's a punter, but, he recently signed with the Kansas City Chiefs after, kind of sitting out of the draft there and not getting an opportunity. And he's with the Chiefs. And Brian, this morning, he goes, I don't get it. Matt Araiza's with the team. I said, it's different because Matt is a punter. And even if, his situation was worse because he's a punter, that's not going to get a lot of traction in the media. When you're talking about Trevor Bauer, who's a Cy Young winner, and he's going to be, face of a franchise, at least one of them, whatever team he goes to, and be on TV nonstop, that's why it's a different animal, if that makes sense.
I think, yes, but I think it's moral cowardice. I think it's outrageous. Who in the media has had your back? Who has talked about this?
Fighter and the Kid?
Yeah, but for real. Yeah.
There's been a couple. No one really originally. The best we got originally when it all came out was, well, look, these are allegations. We're going to wait to comment, which I really appreciate.
That's fair.
How it should be.
Yeah, exactly.
when the allegations come out, they have to be covered. Of course, like that makes total sense. You have to cover that. I get it. But covered in a way where it's like, look, we know one side of the story, or we know what one side of the story is claiming. Let's wait and see what the other side is, and then cover it all the way through. I'm perfectly fine with that. So I appreciate the people that did that. When the truth started coming out, when all the information started coming out, there's quite a few people that covered the when I settled the lawsuit with Lindsay, I didn't pay her a single cent. I got to talk about that a little bit. I had nothing to gain in that lawsuit other than getting the information that was withheld from me in the first court proceeding, like a video.
Because you go into discovery, people should know when you sue somebody, you go into discovery, right? And they get access to your phone and all that.
So we went into discovery for the original domestic violence restraining order hearing, but information that we should have gotten was withheld from us. And we had to sue her to get discovery again, to get the information that was originally unlawfully withheld from us.
Wow.
And so once I got that information, I have nothing left to win in that. I can't win money from her. She has nothing. If I go through the court system, okay, I get a judgment that says I win a defamation against her. Like, we would have won the case, but what does that do for me? Nothing. I get no money. I spend more time.
It costs you money.
Trial is going to be going on like during spring training and the start of the year. So I was like, well, that guarantees I don't get a job. So I can't go earn money by playing. So there is no incentive to continue that lawsuit. So as soon as we got the information that she withheld from us and that her lawyers withheld from us, it's like, okay, I'm going to stop spending all my money and wasting my time on this lawsuit. I'll just put the information out. That's why when we settled that case, I refused to settle it unless I had full rights to talk about everything that was in the case. So when that video came out and people saw the text messages and they saw the video and they saw like what actually happened there, a ton of people covered it. I mean, Elon Musk was talking about it. 50 Cent was talking about it. So it's a cultural thing as well as a news media thing. But the problem is, even with all of that noise, it was still fractions of what the noise was when the allegations came out. Correct. And then people are like, oh, well, yeah, we see this, but we don't really know what to believe. And, oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's some other people out there, but it's a subject we don't really want to be a part of. And I don't know. And so there's all these like excuses coming out. Like before this happened, I signed the largest contract in the history of the sport on an annual average value basis. And all these issues that people now have, it's funny, people start with the issues that they have. Oh, he's a terrible teammate, right? Oh, like he's mean to people on social media, or he's bad in the clubhouse.
Anything to justify the cowardice, anything.
Right. But before the allegations, all of those things were still there. Like you could still make all the same excuses. And I signed the biggest contract in the history of the sport.
Yep.
So clearly they weren't that much of an issue then.
Yeah.
And then the allegations come out, and now it's like, that. And like we hear from teams, it's like, oh, players, coaches, we all want you here. We go to the GM, he wants you here. We go to the owner, and just it dies. Nothing. Like no owners will sit down and meet with me, even have a conversation, and it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like there's. I don't know. There's something else going on. I don't know. That makes no sense.
I don't think there's something else going. I agree. It doesn't make any sense when if you look at black and white. But unfortunately, those teams are still so worried about getting attacked from the far left.
It's not just that, though, Brennan.
Getting attacked and losing sponsorships.
It's more than that. It's actually this too. The powers, the individuals who make those decisions with lots of money and lots of visibility themselves are afraid somebody will come for them.
Correct.
It creates an atmosphere of fear. All the power goes to the accuser. All the damage goes to the accused. That's what we're really dealing with. That is why we have something called habeas corpus. That's why we have due process. But now some journalist, some muckraker, some gossip columnist can write, and some activist who pretends to be a journalist can write a story because they get clicks, because they don't make enough money, because these publications need clicks. And if you destroy a life, so be it. That's what's really going on. And anybody that comes to your defense now, they're a target.
Yep.
This is exactly what happened in communist Russia, in Nazi Germany, and in Mao's China. It's very easy.
But I think too, Trevor, when your allegations came out, when that whole thing came out, remember that's 3 years ago. That was the height of like this Me Too movement. So it was like the pitchforks. You know, people were looking for whatever they could get. So the media, they just couldn't wait for the next story. So yours comes out, the Cy Young winner, boom, it goes crazy, and that's kind of died down now. And they're kind of like, yeah, he's probably innocent, but still. And then they keep going. It's like, no, hold on. It's not still.
No, it's not still.
Yeah.
It's a much bigger thing than just you, too. It's a larger statement.
No doubt. And there's cases that are out there that are worse than mine. The Matt Araiza case, I feel terrible for the guy. At least I had a career and I had some money and I could defend myself, and I'll be fine if I never play baseball again. Like, he got his dream taken away from him at the start. Hopefully it is in the rear view and he gets to have a long career, and but on the protesting and losing sponsorship side, there's not been a single protest, not a single
of course not
group has showed up, even at the height of it. Like a month after the allegations came out, a month and a half, we went to domestic violence restraining order court in LA at the height of the movement. Not a single person supported Lindsey Hill. No one showed up to support her. No groups protested. It's just people talking on social media, and the media in getting the clicks, to your point, Brian. Like, they write all these articles and then don't cover it when the truth comes out. And worse than that, anytime something negative happens, like I have a bad start, every now and then a pitcher has a bad start in the game, that gets covered, that gets blown up. And then every time I have a good start, absolute crickets.
Yeah, people like to see somebody torn down. It's just more fun to watch somebody get destroyed than it is watch somebody get built up. That's so human. That's the darker side of our nature. How did your mindset?
That's what I'm curious about. How the hell did you get through this?
Yeah, guys like you are already probably very successful because you're able to compartmentalize and focus. And great athletes have always been able to do that better than most. And so, how did you talk to yourself for people that are going through this? How did you get yourself through it? How do you stay positive, with all this?
I think there's two things that really helped me. I read a book one time. I can't remember. It was a business book, but he was talking about a story of a prisoner of war. And there's a bunch of prisoners of war. And the one guy survived. He was there for years and years and years. And in talking to that guy, his thing was, you just have to accept the reality, accept the brutal facts of the situation. I'm probably never getting out of here. I'm probably never going to see my family. Just accept it. Don't lose hope, but just accept that the situation that you're in is really crappy and it's out of your control. And then go about having a purpose of some sort. That was the second thing. So for me, it was this situation sucks. I know I'm innocent. I know in the long run, give it 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I know I win this in the long run. If I stay in the game long enough, if I can keep my head in the right spot, I know I'll win and prevail in the long run, but I need a purpose right now. I need something to focus on, something to chase, something to try to build. And so for me, it was I'm going to train and get better as a pitcher so that when I do get the opportunity to play again, I'm going to be better than when I left. And I'm going to focus on building something for myself that can't just be taken away with some false allegations for the moment. So I focused on my business. I focused on training, and then just accepted that, I'm going to feel shitty about the situation. There's going to be days when I am really pissed off. I struggle with depression through this whole process. I get blood work done. So I have scientific evidence of this. My body stopped producing dopamine for a couple of months. Just literally, I could not produce the happiness hormone.
I've been there, Trevor. I've been there. I know. You wake up some days and you're just man, I don't know how I'm ever going to get out of this,
Yeah. And I just kept going back to that prisoner of war story. There's someone out there that has it worse than I am, or worse than I have it right now. And if I just accept that this is brutal right now, but I'll get through it, then, take a longer term vision of the thing, 5-10 year time horizon. That's the only thing that really got me through it.
And what'd your family say when you're going through all this? your mom, your dad, I don't know if you have brothers or sisters, were they just like, because it's different for them, right? Because you're, as an athlete, you're like, all right, you're a tough guy. Obviously, you're going to figure it out. But for family members who are just kind of, they have no control, they feel helpless,
Yeah, it's been terrible for them. I mean, having your son accused of stuff like this is, I don't have a son. I don't know for sure, but I imagine it has to be terrible. I mean, people at church, people in the community that look at you differently, all these things written about your son that to not be true, that you have no way of fighting back and protecting your kid that you've spent, I guess I'm 33 now, so 33 years as a parent trying to protect. That's been terrible for them. For friends, people who still support me, they have friends talking about, Trevor Bauer is this, that, or the other. How can you work for that guy? How can you be around that guy? How can you be friends with that guy? And if they stand up and say something, it's like, oh, then you're now seen the same way as he is.
Yep.
It's better now, obviously, with the counter narrative out there, with the both sides of the story. But yeah, I mean, I had employees leave because their significant other was like, if you don't quit your job and stop associating with that guy, I will leave you. I won't be with you anymore.
Wild.
Yeah, making their moral claim here. Just deciding you're guilty based on with no facts, just on say so.
So where are you at right now, Trevor? Like you're in Mexico playing. Like when you wake up, like in your head, I'm sure you still follow MLB. Are you like, I'll get there? Like, is that hope still there, or are you just like, it is what it is?
It just is what it is. It's out of my control. It's honestly a pretty hopeless situation right now.
I don't like that, man.
Yeah,
I disagree.
I disagree. Fuck that.
I'll be the first one to buy your jersey. Yeah, I disagree. Too. What some of those teams are, as this a year from now, like this is going to be a thing of the past, and they're going to look at the facts. I completely disagree with you, brother. I can see how you feel that way. We've seen it happen, before. I disagree with your talent and the teams out there. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, the problem with that is, again, I know I win on a long time horizon, but baseball careers are short.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't happen this year, then I won't have pitched since. I mean, we're coming up on 3. What is it? Oh yeah, so we're coming up on 3 years now that I haven't pitched in MLB. If it goes another year, it's gonna be like, oh, he hasn't pitched in 4 years. He's now 34 years old. We don't know if the talent's still there. And there's a whole host of other excuses that come. So, yeah, public perception wise, like I win on the time horizon, but my career ends in. Yeah, I can probably pitch on 40, 42, but like that's a finite. There's a finite date to that, right?
Yep.
There's a saying that when one door closes, another opens. And what you've learned through this, and the strength you've garnered, and the wisdom you've gained, that in itself, as crazy as it sounds, has a great deal of treasure in it. It really does. And I mean,
not the same treasure for playing for the Dodgers, but yeah, sure.
No. But it's yeah.
Look, baseball careers end at some point regardless. Like, let's say everything goes perfectly and you play 20 years and you're a Hall of Famer. Like, when you're 41 or 42, it's still over.
Yeah.
And so what other experiences are you going to have in life? What other things are you going to be able to do? Is it family? Is it travel? Is it, having an influence on the future baseball players? Like, what is it that's important to people? And I think a lot of guys struggle with that when their careers are done because they've played baseball at that point for 40 years and they don't know much else. I'm fortunate that I have other interests and I have other things going on. And I kind of know what I enjoy doing. Like, I enjoy trying to spread love for baseball around the world, trying to influence kids to get into baseball, trying to help those young kids and parents bond over the game the same way that I bonded with my parents over the game. So if I don't play MLB again, I'm more than happy to continue making content, grow my media business, and go highlight baseball around the world. It's one of the reasons I'm playing in Mexico right now, is to show people what Mexican baseball is like, just like I showed what Japanese baseball was like last year. There's a lot of different baseball cultures around the world that are very interesting that people know nothing about.
Why would the other cultures more willing to accept you right away than American baseball culture?
I think that in Japan specifically, they look at the the legal system as kind of the arbiter of things. So, I don't know everything about it, but they look and say, well, there's no charges. He's never arrested, no grand juries, no charges, no convictions. So he didn't do anything wrong.
That's the way it should be.
Not to mention his talent too.
Yeah.
Like if he was less talented, even if they believe that, I don't know if they're signing him.
Yeah. Has anybody who went bad on you apologized? Have you gotten any texts or calls from people who were nobody? Just nobody, huh?
I mean, there's been the random people on Twitter that, send you a DM or whatever on Instagram saying, oh, I said this, but I was wrong. Like, I hope you get back. But like, I had friends in the media. There's a writer, a prominent writer that I was in his book. I helped him. Like, I've done his podcast multiple times. And then when it initially came out, he was a little bit skeptical of it and didn't write a lot. And then he got so much pressure from the mob that he started writing a bunch of stuff and then completely flipped on me.
Wow. Wow. And so, and I'm going to need to get his name after this because I need somebody to hate. But also, he never came clean after all of this shit, after realizing it's all bullshit.
No, because you got to understand too, like guys with that character that would do that, they're probably beta anyways. They're soft human beings. So being soft, they're not going to have the kind of
metal to turn around and say, hey,
nor would I expect it, because anybody who turns on their friend like that,
I don't know how you live with yourself.
I'm sure I'm not expecting an apology from a guy of that stature,
Yeah.
And a lot of that's on me too, in a way, though. I've had a pretty contentious relationship with the media for my entire career because I'll fight back. When someone says something about me, I'll fight back, and I went about it the wrong way. I look at a lot of things I said as pretty immature, and I wish I would have done it differently. But I had a negative relationship with the media, so any chance that they got to tear me down, they took. Ready.
How many years did you play in the league, Trevor?
I made my debut in 2012. So I was up, I had, I think, 20 days in 2012 and 4 starts in 2013. And then about 4 months, the last 4 months of the 2014 season, I was up. So sometime in May, I think, of 2014 through end of June of 2021. So I need like a year and a half to get my 10 years of service time for full pension.
Drafted by Arizona. Yeah. Played with Cleveland, Dodgers, Cy Young, All-Star. When the allegations came out and the Dodgers, sat him, you were leading the league in strikeouts, I think innings pitched, like balling.
Unbelievable.
Balling.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, such a special talent.
Yeah. It was going well.
Yeah, well, that's the nature of chaos. The nature of chaos that visits all of us, whether you're 80 or whether it comes for all of us. I don't care who you are.
There's never a good time for it.
Well, it also comes in a form you can't fight back. It comes in a form you can get ready for life, and we get ready to fight and get ready for things. But the truth is, your destroyer always comes in a form you don't recognize. You have no weaponry for it.
You can't strike them out.
No, you can't strike these. You can't strike them out. Yeah. Great point. And that's kind of the nature of what chaos is. It comes in the form of a, God forbid, brain tumor. It comes in the form of allegations. It comes in the form of a stray bullet of some kind, and you can never be ready. And you got hit with it when you were 30. You got hit at a young age, but
even then, still accomplished a lot. Like if you never played again, still an All-Star, still Cy Young winner,
unbelievable.
But I hold hard. I know you got to get going, so I'll say this: I would bet my bottom dollar you're playing for an MLB team here. The next year or two, my man. I refuse to think that they wouldn't sign a guy like you over these ridiculous allegations that were proven your innocence. I don't believe we live in a world that's going to let that go. And the guys who own those teams, these billionaires, come on.
Step up, man. Step up.
Somebody step up.
Somebody be brave enough and set an example for moral decency and moral courage. And by the way, for something called proven until, innocent until proven guilty, due process, the cornerstone of our justice system. And if we don't have somebody stand up for that, then guess what? You're next, your son's next, your brother's next, your father's next.
It'll happen.
And that's what happens.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
So, I'll be the first one by your jersey, brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Hopefully you're right. And yeah, if I do get back, I'll send you guys some merch. Where
Hell yeah,
I'm getting a Trevor Bauer tattoo. I'm getting Trevor Bauer tattoo. Not on the base of my spine, but on my chest, near my heart. Near
nothing
my heart.
weird, man. Maybe on his chest, maybe his neck.
Yeah, maybe my neck.
57-year-old with a neck tattoo.
Yeah, there it is. If there's one thing worth getting a tattoo or Trevor Bauer with just 2 middle fingers.
Yeah,
like
you're gonna go down to Mexico and do it in his honor. Yeah.
Fuck. Why am I on my tummy right now? This is awkward. All right, let's see what happens.
All right, brother. We're rooting for you, man.
You're
we just want your story out there, and keep up the good fight, brother. Keep doing your thing in Mexico. And it's just a matter of time. I bet we'll be one of your first calls when you sign that MLB contract, my man.
100%. 100%. Yeah. And,
thanks, guys. I really appreciate you having me on. Pleasure talking to you.
Hit us up when you're in LA so you can come in person. We want to see you.
Yeah, we'll do. That sounds fun.
All right, brother.
Godspeed, buddy. Godspeed. Later, and thanks.
Powerful stuff.
You optimistic?
I like to think so.
Me too. I hope so.
I think he makes the team. That's why I wanted to end that interview on a positive note. He doesn't seem like he has too much confidence that they're going to make it. I get it after what he's been through, but God bless him, man. Yeah.
I like that he said no matter what happens, you have to stop baseball eventually anyway. And I
think that's his way of handling it.
Sure, you have to.
Yeah.
You've got to accept, like, it's like when he was talking about, I had to accept things exactly as they are.
Because he can't do anything about it.
That's Miyamoto Musashi's book, the Book of Five Rings. He said the same things, like the 21 rules of the samurai. Accept everything exactly as it is. Sometimes you have to do that.
Especially when it's out of your control. There's nothing you can do. Yeah. Hopefully he makes it back.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
Shout out to Trevor Bauer, man.
Yes, sir.
Stay away from that Mexican food. He's putting on some weight.
Let's do some current events.
Let's do some current events. What do you got, Chin?
You're probably wondering what this shirt is.
Take a break. I'm not wondering what that shirt is, dude, because it's True Classic.
If I'm wearing a shirt.
It's all we wear, dude.
If I'm wearing a t-shirt, it's True Classic.
Dude, too bad True Classic doesn't make socks. I can't believe you're not wearing socks, man.
Well, sometimes I just go sockless, you know what I'm saying, bro?
Are those True Classic jeans? They look so nice, dude.
These are not True Classic jeans, but the True Classic jeans I almost put on today.
Oh, they're nice.
They're very nice. Crisp.
They got the new spring colors popping right now. You get the V-necks, the button-ups.
Vibrant colors. All right,
dude, and you can get started with a 2 or 3 pack of their t-shirts. They're fantastic. That's how we got started with True Classic. It's just their tees, but there's so much more than tees. They got those dope crew necks. They got hoodies, joggers, button-ups. They got it all. You're gonna look cool. All right.
If you like street fighting, their jeans, their comfort jeans are engineered for flexibility and ease of movement. Okay, so my sidekicks, my wheel kicks, my roundhouse
True Classics,
none of them suffer when I'm wearing my True Classic jeans. If I'm in a bad neighborhood, I look good, but I'm ready to kick some ass. Okay?
That's right.
So here's the thing: we're gonna give you 25%.
You gotta look cool. If you want to look cool and save money,
give them 25%.
True
off.
Classic. All you gotta do is go to trueclassic.com/fighter. You save up to 25% off your first order. Go to trueclassic.com/fighter. Make 2024 your most comfortable year yet with True Classic.
We were freaking out.
Oh, I went and saw Danny Elfman at the Hollywood Bowl.
I do that every year too.
You went and saw him at the Hollywood Bowl?
Just for Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
They play the movie on the big screen.
With your kids?
No, just me and Joanna. I love that. Oh, I'm
really?
obsessed with Tim
You?
Burton. Obsessed with Tim Burton. But it was the Hollywood Bowl. It was for Halloween. They played the movie on the big screen. Then they had the actors, the actual actors doing the voices below the scripts.
Getting you out of the house?
For Nightmare Before Christmas, I'll do it. For Tim Burton, I'll do it.
Wow.
Tim Burton was there in person? Oh, I freaked out, dude.
Little nerd.
I was like, I want to be Zero.
Really?
I'll be your big Zero.
Huh.
That's the dead dog.
That is the dead dog, yes.
And then the Boogeyman came out, and I lost my shit.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Like, they had the original, when Pee Wee Herman was still alive. He's the voice of Locke, Shock and Barrel.
Yeah.
So he came out and did his bit, too. Like, it's so cool.
Tim Burton came up to me one time and said, you made me laugh so hard at the Comedy Store, I couldn't deal. I said, thank you. He goes, what is he goes, what's your deal? I go, I'm an actor too. He goes, you are? Yeah. He goes, I'm going to be in touch. And that never happened. None of that happened.
Well, he did just shoot Beetlejuice 2.
Do you think there's a chance for
I think you'd be the new Beetlejuice.
I didn't get an eye.
Michael Keaton looks every bit of 80 years old as the new Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see that movie opening day.
Oh, yeah.
One of my favorite movies ever.
1988.
My mom obsessed with it. We saw it in the theater when I was a kid.
Really?
Yep. Obsessed with this. We sat at the time, there's no fire warning because you couldn't do it these days. But when it's capacity, back in the day in the 80s, 90s, they'd let you sit in the aisles. So we sat in the aisles for Nightmare Before Christmas.
Really?
Yep. Me and my brother and my mom. Yeah. And I had my big gulp then. Biatch.
Oh, big thirsty.
Big thirsty.
Big thirsty.
Well, this because you didn't get only 7-Eleven can do big gulps. This is
How about
Big
Willem
Thirsty.
Dafoe? Never stops working. Just amazing. He's got to be going from fucking movie to movie.
You know what's weird? You say that. So in the last Spider-Man he was in, he looks younger there than in the original Spider-Man.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Did you see the clip I posted of him?
special.
But it's for cars. He's talking about his friend. He goes, "Well, my friend, he's gay." It's like how I describe my friends who drive Teslas. It's Willem Dafoe.
I didn't see that. Willem Dafoe said that?
He says his friend's gay, and it's just but people then you just put the caption
that's
like
so funny,
my friends who drive explain to other people, my friend who drive Teslas. Yeah, it's funny. He goes, "Well, he's complicated. He's a nice guy, but he's gay." I posted it months ago, Chin.
Okay,
That's funny. Yep.
What do you got, Chin? Let's take a little break, B, because I'll tell you what, man. I wish there was something
For your
besides those horrible prescription pills.
Yeah.
Or if you go to the gas station, they have the Rhino 70,000.
Yeah.
I don't want a boner for 10 years.
You don't want side effects from drugs.
It's horrible.
But you want science-backed? You want a science-backed wellness product?
Yeah, like a pre-workout, but for the bedroom.
Oh, is that what you want? You
Yeah.
want something that increases, helps blood flow, enhances sex drive and blood flow to the penis? Is that what you want?
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
I want
resulting
that
in-
firm boner.
Oh, you want the kind of boner that can cut a diamond? Is that what you're talking about?
They're going to
All
pop
right.
through my jeans.
Well, there's the sexual performance booster. It's very powerful. It's called Joy Mode. All right, created because the products on the market a lot of times are terrible for you. You get a headache and all that stuff. Well, guess what? This is like 6 to 8 ounces of water. You just kind of mix it up like your electrolyte packet.
Oh,
It's
and
that
just down
fast.
it 45
Take it-
minutes
Yeah,
or 4 hours prior to your sexual
that's
activity.
exactly. That's how you spice things up in the bedroom.
Yep, with your guy or gal.
Go to usejoymode.com/fighter. Enter code FIGHTER. Check out at 20% off your first order. That's usejoymode.com/fighter for 20% off your first order.
All right, let's go. Computer's slow right now, just letting you know.
Did you watch the bare knuckle fighting at all?
I saw the main event.
Yeah.
You saw it, Brian? What do you think?
I think Mike Perry is made for bare knuckle.
Everyone quits on him.
And
everyone.
Well, Thiago, that was interesting because Thiago's fine. He's fine, but he
made
could have
200,
kept going probably.
But I'm saying, like, I think his last 3 opponents, they just never came back up.
Yeah, I think
they're like
when
done.
you get hit in the fucking head by him without a glove, it's gotta suck. You know.
Yeah, because he fought Luke Rockhold, a little older.
Yeah.
Thiago, older. Then who was the guy before that? He's fought some monsters. Oh, Michael Venom Page.
Yeah.
Michael Venom Page didn't quit. That was back and forth. Some people thought MVP won that, but then he calls out Darren Till. That's a great fight.
Oh wow.
Mike Perry, it's just his thing.
Yeah, man.
He's just tough. He's built for bare knuckle.
Yeah, just can bear down and just start slugging. Fuck.
That's brutal.
You cannot.
Thiago, Eddie Alvarez, Luke Rockhold, Michael
Yeah.
Venom Page.
Eddie stopped. He didn't want to continue. Thiago didn't want to continue. Luke didn't want to continue.
Yeah, I would imagine you get your teeth broken, you get your nose. Like, who wants it? You're all cut up. Fuck that.
I mean, don't you break your? How easy is it to break your hand doing that too?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Easier than.
Mike Perry not breaking his hands, not breaking his teeth. Like he's doing something right. He's just breaking all these fools.
That's true, right? That's a big thing. He's just not breaking his.
He's just meant to do it. He just does it different.
Damn. That is a.
Well, here's a YouTuber. He fell 85 feet while paragliding, and the video's so rough.
I haven't seen it, but was his thing? The YouTube video was just him paragliding.
It's him falling.
But no, was that the intention? Not him falling. He didn't mean to fall, right?
Yeah.
He was just like going to film himself for his
Broken neck,
YouTube channel.
Broken back.
And he ended up
broken
like
arm.
being like, "Hey!" Finally, after the screaming, like, "Hey Siri, call 911."
Oh, let me
That's
see
what called
this.
it.
This is him eating shit.
It might be a little choppy. Let's see.
Oh
There's
no.
a few angles.
Oh no. Oh, poor guy.
Oh my God. He goes upside down.
That's awful.
And now think that motor's heavy on his back. So when he's going this way, look, see how Oh my God.
Fuck paragliding. Oh, poor guy.
To break your back?
Neck, back, and arm.
Poor guy.
Damn, dude.
That's awful.
Why is it ringing so long?
Yeah, answer.
911's like, hello. Where would you tell them you're at? They can pick up your location, though. Because when I flipped my truck, they picked up. I didn't have to tell them anything.
No?
Nothing.
Look at how long it
They-
takes.
they can-
Come on, guys.
Wow.
My flying machine.
My flying machine.
Hope he's-
Here's what's wild is I don't know. I'm sure he's a big YouTuber, but that will get more views than anything. If he would have, how even paragliding's insane.
Yeah.
But for whatever, people like to see failures and crashes, Like I post videos of a truck with, 1,300 horsepower doing 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. It does well, does decent. But you just post a video flipping and it's fucking, millions and millions and millions. Yeah.
That is awful, man. That was awful to hear. That kind of pain.
It's hard.
Oh, dude, neck, back.
Neck, back, arm. Like,
What was he
Damn.
thinking though?
what the fuck happened? Who knows? Oh, you know what? Paragliding. That's what happened.
Yeah. It looked like the parachute had an issue.
Yeah. Looks like it folded.
Well,
Oh, God. And going up, like you're going down this way and the motor's on your back. Boom.
Yes.
so this got sanctioned today, guys. It's going to be a professional fight. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
In Texas, for sure, they're going to sanction
So
this.
what does that mean exactly?
I still think it means that the same rules, because if they agree to the rules, even though it's a pro fight,
Also, no,
go up. Yeah. So showdown will be contested over 8 2-minute rounds with each fighter using 14-ounce gloves. The outcome will affect their professional boxing records. So does that mean that it will go to the judges' scorecard?
that's what it should be. And plus,
Wow.
they went from 16
because
to 14.
professional. Wow. That's a little different animal.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's because before it wasn't getting picked up enough? Or like, what do you think?
I don't know, because remember, whoever it was, Jake's team or somebody leaked that it would go, the only way he could win is via knockout, and if it goes to the judges, then there's no decision. So I figured, all right, it's just going to go all the rounds and nobody's going to be declared the winner. But now it's a professional, that means they have to declare a winner. That mixes it up. Yeah, now that's interesting.
Thoughts?
I don't know, because before it sounded like it was just a money play because there's no clear winner, but now I'm sure they're having different conversations. I still think Jake wins.
Yeah. I'm not betting against Jake. He's too young. It's just it plays a big difference. I suppose Tyson can get, if he gets close in, but Jake can tie him up. What is it? What does Tyson weigh in by 20 pounds?
I don't know what Tyson's coming at,
I think it's.
but that's wild. They got this sanctioned because you got he 57 versus a 27-year-old.
Yeah.
So it's tough to get it sanctioned. Good on them. Jake's team doing that. That's wild. That's pretty cool. Makes it more legit too, because when we found out, remember they told us 14 or 16-ounce gloves, no judges, no decision. You're like, oh, that's some kiddie shit.
I have no idea what to expect. I mean,
So it
Jake
says-
Paul's still 200 pounds. That's big.
So he's 200. Tyson's 220 when he fought Roy Jones. So I bet Tyson, so he'll have a 20-pound weight advantage.
Yeah, but that age advantage and
Oh, different.
200-pound guys, that's when you're 26 or 27, you can hit that hard. It's a tough thing to deal with, and so much faster probably than
Yeah, you'd assume a speed advantage.
yeah.
Interesting. But it will take place at heavyweight. So it's contracted at heavyweight. But in order to be heavyweight, I think Jake has to come in over 204 pounds to be a heavyweight fight.
in boxing.
Cruiserweight's what 188.
To 203.
So he's got to eat a lot of rice. 200 pounds.
Cruiser's 200 pounds. UFC should have a cruiserweight.
Is it easier to gain 4 pounds or lose 4 pounds?
Gain. He could just weigh in with his shoes and jeans and get there.
They allow that?
Yeah.
I thought you had to
Could.
take everything off.
Depends. It depends. Well, also, it's Dallas or Texas Commission. Depends. That's cool, though. Makes it more legit, more fun, more on the line. First, I stubbed some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's take a little break.
Can we
Chin,
take a break?
Chin, you're coming with us.
Yes.
To the Sportsman's
Cannot
Cove
wait.
Lodge
Dream
in
come true.
Southeast Alaska.
It's like Make-A-Wish situation with Chin. We
Oh,
got
dude.
him on. Chin's going to be murdering fish. We're going to be filming it.
If you like fishing and you want to go deep sea fishing, you want to catch very big fish, they've got 5 boats, 6 guests to a boat. They're
We're talking salmon.
guided deep sea excursions for salmon, halibut, several other species. They're very comfortable boats, apparently. Stand up heads and walk around decks. And by the way, they got brand new fish finders. We're going to be there at the end of June. Can't
Are we
wait. It's a
ever?
3-to-1 angler to crew ratio, 1-to-1 staff to guest ratio for excellent hospitality and experience.
Diet out the window.
Well, the food is the best in the industry. It's all locally
Although
sourced.
it's not too much of cheap food because we're eating a ton of fish.
AlaskasBestLodge.com. Go to AlaskasBestLodge.com. They're currently running a sale for $800 off any June dates. And use the discount code TFATK at checkout. TFATK at checkout for 10% off your first trip. Limit of 6 slots per person.
Meet us in Alaska.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Come fish with the boys.
Oh, yeah, you could. Come on now.
All right, Chin, what else you got?
Christy Noem, she's going to be one of Trump's running mates. She wrote a book a while ago, and some parts are coming out now, especially the part where she killed her less than worthless puppy.
That's frowned upon.
Yeah, I guess they have working dogs, hunting dogs, and very common among people who have working dogs that people don't talk about when the dog is a dud. So say you have like a cattle dog that won't, herd, they'll give it away as a pet, but on a farm, they kill animals all the time.
Jesus.
Oh,
a
yeah.
puppy?
They just killed, they shoot the dog?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that ain't uncommon in a working dog environment, from what I'm told.
Really?
Yep.
I've never heard of that.
Yep. From what I've
I
heard.
still didn't grow up
So
on a
the
farm.
idea is this. So in other words, so this is the other thing. So you get Rottweilers, you get working dogs, right? So in Germany, they have really strict protocols for whether or not your dog can breed as a working dog.
Keep going
They have
down,
to
Tim.
do all kinds of stuff. The dogs in the litters that don't exhibit peak performance as utility dogs are culled. They call it culling. They are put down. And the reason they're put down is that's how they keep their bloodlines basically performing at optimal levels. So
she says the fact is South Dakota law states that dogs who attack and kill livestock can be put down. Given that Cricket had shown aggressive behavior towards people by biting them, I decided what I did.
there you go.
It wasn't
but
easy.
It's a puppy.
I don't know if it was a puppy. We don't know.
It
Yeah, but
says here,
She's
hunting
very
puppy.
pretty.
But that's the headline.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like it's a puppy. Because if it's a dog that's being aggressive towards animals and
Yes,
people
and
biting them,
people-
that's not going to be a puppy.
Yeah, and they get when you get a dog.
Oh,
like
also,
that,
this can't be a puppy because
14 months.
that's not a puppy. It's not a puppy. It's not a puppy.
that's not a puppy.
It's not a
14
puppy.
months?
It's
A
a
year?
full-grown dog.
That's
and
a-
by
that's
the
a
way,
year and 2
by the way,
months?
if you have a 14-year-old dog that's
14
biting
months.
people, 14-month-old dog is biting people and dogs, that doesn't get better as they get older. And that is usually
Could you get a
indicative of an
trainer?
animal.
Could you maybe hire a trainer?
You could, but apparently that's a lot of times indicative of an animal that has bad brains.
So it
right?
says she-
Something's going on there.
Should it claims that Cricket attacked and killed chickens.
Look, I don't know. I have no idea. I just know that it's fucked up. But farms, a lot of stuff goes on farms.
She goes, we just had to put down 3 horses a few weeks ago that had been our family for 25
Yeah.
years. Yeah, but 25-year run's nice for a horse.
I had a pit bull. I let my friend on his farm take care of my pit bull because I had to live in New York City for a while. That pit bull got a hold of some goats. And when that goat and then the neighbor's dog came out to see what was going on with this pit bull who got a hold of the neighbor's goats. And then that pit bull, my pit bull, who was about 14 months, his balls had dropped, turned on their German Shepherd and fucked that dog up. Didn't kill him.
It's a
fucked
city
him up.
dog, baby.
So my friend called me and said, hey, your dog's no longer with us. Sorry about that. And I said, what? And he goes, yeah. And I got to fucking pay for my neighbor's goats and my neighbor's dog's vet bills. So he's no longer with us. He shot him. He shot that dog. And he said, that dog's a fucking bad dog and you ain't having that dog and I'm shooting that dog. And on a farm, when a dog does that, the dog gets shot a lot of times. If a dog fucks up like livestock and it's, all or whatever.
But that's different because your dog was a city dog and they put him around goats. My question, Mike, hold on. Why was my dog around your goats?
Well, his dog, the dog got free and went over to the neighbors.
But whose fault is that?
Hey. Yeah, well, it's probably mine ultimately because I gave him to him and he just got to be 14 months or whatever and was like, oh, I'm a pit bull now. I'm going to fuck up anything on 4 legs. And on a farm, that shit doesn't fly. It does not fly. I'm telling you right now. Farmers are like, fuck you. That cost me money.
Yeesh.
You got to go.
Yeah, she's probably taking some heat for that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, I love dogs. I'm a dog guy. Yeah. So if you have dogs, you get very attached to your dogs. Americans don't like it when anybody kills a dog for any reason. If you're going to kill a dog for Americans, that dog better be biting a human being for no reason. And even then, you get kind of a pass, right? Yeah. Even then, your dog bites. It's like,
but also leave the dog killing out of the book.
Well,
thank you.
Yeah, not a very smart political move.
But also, I'm sure there's a ghostwriter. I'm sure there's edits to this. Who was like, let's leave the puppy killing.
Well, also, I agree with you. I agree. And also, when you say the dog was less than worthless, it's a dog. You're like, hey, come on.
And especially her being on the right, of course, the left.
Mean.
Whether it was left or right, they're going to exaggerate the, puppy. You're like, when you see puppy, you're like, Jesus Christ.
I think anything under 2 is still a puppy.
No.
They're just little babies.
Talk to farmers. When you have farmers,
it depends what kind of dog it was too. What kind of dog was it?
Yeah. They were hunting dogs.
Because at 14 months, depends on the dog. 14 month like King Corso, pretty fucking big dog.
Oof, scary.
14 months like Rottweiler, that's a pretty full grown fucking dog.
Yeah, it is.
14 months is not a puppy.
Yeah,
if you came in here with your dog and it's 14, and you're like, here's my puppy. I'm like, are you stupid?
If it's killing chickens, that's dog shit, though. Ain't that dog's doing dog shit?
It's adult
like,
shit.
if I put a dog near chickens, dogs are like, that's food. I'm fucking killing it.
Because when I hear a puppy, I'm thinking like 4 to 5 months.
I used to have parrots, big macaws. And my neighbor had this amazing border collie, such an amazing dog. That dog tried to kill those parrots. That dog was like, oh, that's food. I'm going to kill that thing.
So it was a 14-month-old German wire-haired pointer.
Yeah. Amazing noses.
Cricket wasn't sick, old, or dying. Let me see what that German... Type in 14-month-old German wired-haired pointer.
You know what they look like. You've seen them.
Yeah, but not 14 months. I'm trying to see if they're full-grown pup.
They are. 14 months is a full-grown animal. It really is.
Oh.
It's full-grown.
That'd be tough to shoot. He's cute as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's a dog.
Yes.
That ain't no pup.
But I hate to say it, when you breed working dogs, that's what they do. That's the dirty secret a lot of times.
I cannot do
if it's
that
a working
job.
dog, because they're like, well, you're not representative.
That's a
of
puppy,
this.
but he's not 14 months old.
Yeah,
No, I'm just looking at it. 14 week.
Listen, man, you love dogs. Yeah, I couldn't kill my dog if he was killing chickens. I'm not doing that. Not a shot.
Also, that's on you, man. Why's the dog around chickens? That's what dogs do.
Correct.
I mean, I have.
If the dog's biting people, if the dog's aggressive toward people, there's a conversation to be had.
Yeah.
If the dog's biting children or like attacks a child's face, we could probably.
My dog did that. So I had a rescue dog that bit people. I loved him. I was like, hey, sorry, that's Moto. I called him Moto. He's like, fucking Moto's gonna bite you. He would bite people, or just like that. Don't fuck with him. I loved him. But he tried to bite a child's face. He jumped up and tried to bite a 5-year-old's face. And I can't have that. And I took him to the vet and I said, I think I have to put this dog down. And you know what the vet said? The vet said, please let me find him a home. And I did. I let him find.
Did the vet go, please let me find my home where the guy can bring him around children?
Yeah, but I miss that dog every day. I'm still fucked up over that. Because I had to give that. I love that dog. That was my dog.
Yeah, but you gave him up,
Yeah, I rescued him. Well, I rescued him. They said he's a problem dog when I rescued him. And I had 4 years with him and I loved him. And then he started trying to bite kids. It was so weird.
Well, I told you on 9 News, they do in Denver when I was growing up, they were trying to give away, when they give away the dogs live on air. They do it at KTLE here in LA, and they're trying to give away a dog, and it was a pit bull, a white pit bull, and the lady was like, "This dog needs a great home," and she's like, "In this
No.
I don't like. I can't watch
live on air. You can bring it up. Live on air.
Played this before.
Live on air.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lip gone.
Yeah. That's right.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that dog went. You'd look better with a cleft lip.
Yeah. No. Don't put your face next to a dog. You don't know the dog. Don't do that. Do not do that. You let your kids do that with a dog that doesn't know? No, thank you. No.
Yeah, it ripped her face, ripped her lip right off.
I can't watch this.
Just
stuff.
put in Denver.
I don't want to watch
these.
I don't want to watch
this one's not bad.
Yeah, I don't want to watch somebody get bit in the face. I hate it. Some woman get fucked up now. No thanks.
Let's just not. We can't even play it anyway. So
Yeah. No, it's no good.
yeah,
None of those.
Don't fuck around. Dogs,
computer's slow,
especially
it's
pit
just
bulls,
like-
are very dangerous if they don't like you.
I mean, to put your face in front of a dog's face, and it was a full-grown.
Well, that's
dog.
like that bear that attacked that woman, like on the news in Russia. She's like, and I'm sitting here with the bear, and the bear went, dang, and just turned on her. Like, no.
But bears make sense.
Wild animals.
couple more.
Yeah, one more.
Got to push ourselves.
Well, we've had both of these guys on our show on TFATK. So Mikey Musemeci is going up in weight class to do a grappling competition with Kade Ruotolo. They're like both phenoms in
Yeah.
in grappling,
And so I just did a show with Mikey to come out probably the week before this fight.
which is in like I think
Because this is in Denver.
Yeah.
It's in my hometown in Denver. But me and Mikey, all he eats is pizza and pasta.
Amazing.
That's it.
Amazing.
September 6th.
So me and him went and got some great pizza from LBK.
Yeah.
And I was stressed because he's such a pizza kind of.
Connoisseur.
Yeah, but he's super judgmental of the pizza.
Really?
And this LBK in Culver City, it's my boy's spot. But I know it's like they use water from New Jersey. And it's like all organic, and he loved it.
Studio City.
Studio City. Yeah.
That's a large weight size disparity, especially when the Ruotolo guy is like I just watched him beat the shit out of the guy on that last fight, and he's so fucking good, as is Mikey. But that's a large weight disparity, I feel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's jiu-jitsu, what these guys do.
Yeah.
I think it'll be all right.
That's gonna be
because
fun
remember,
to
Mikey
watch.
and jiu-jitsu, they compete in the absolute division.
That'll be really fun
where there's
to
no
watch.
weight class.
Yeah. That'll
So
be.
you saw Mighty Mouse beat up another brown belt. Yeah.
But two guys with that kind of skill set, like high level like that, that's going to be.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
gonna be
imagine
dope.
size makes.
This is going to be cool.
But Musemeci is so ridiculous.
Hold on, he's moving up 3 weight classes.
Yep.
God, that's
Wow.
I admire it
Yeah, I don't know anything about
because
jiu-jitsu
those
weight
Ruotolo
classes.
twins are. I don't even know what the fuck they're doing. I'm watching them. I'm like, Jesus,
Mikey's a freak, man.
Yeah.
freak.
He's so good.
Yeah, it's.
Alrighty.
Hey, Skyline Comedy Club. No, where am I? Where am I?
You're in Tacoma.
I'm in Tacoma.
Yeah, that's the
Tacoma,
first one.
Washington, May 2nd to May 4th. And then Skyline Comedy Club, Appleton, Wisconsin, May 9, 10, and 11. Then Dania Improv, May 24, 25, 26. That's in Miami. Hey, Appleton, Wisconsin, here we
yeah,
come.
dude.
Here we come, buddy.
Here you come. All right, kids. Love you.